Hello and welcome back to another video. As in today's video, we're going through the meal feeding routine, which cattle get what meal, which ones don't get meal, and how much meal they get. So we have, obviously, if you watch the cattle shed reshufflement video, we're weighing the calves off the cows here. There's a gate here separating them, so they're being weaned off, and we're also feeding them a half a bucket of meal just to sort of beef them up a small bit. And we've been feeding them meal now for a week or two, and they have come along quite nicely. They've put on a bit more condition than they had before, so meal is a great job. So yeah, they get meal, they get half a bucket of meal. They get meal, they get a good half a bucket of meal. Because we're selling those three bullocks. I believe two of them should be clams. So yeah, the three of them, I think the three of them are clams. So they're bullocks. They get a good half a bucket to 3/4 bucket full of meal. They get half a bucket, and then these lot here, the 7 small heifers and the 2 bigger heifers, they get a full bucket there with a trough line across there. Also, they've already got their meal today, so I'm recording this after I gave them their meal, because if I tried to record the intro before I give them their meal, you wouldn't be able to hear me say much because they'll be constantly looing. So the next time, in the next clip, it'll probably be most likely the next day, the next morning, where I'll be giving them their meal. So, you know, there might be way less silage on the ground the next clip you see, or there might be a bale put in. So that's that. We're not giving the cows any meal because some of them are in calf, some of them aren't, and we're not giving them dairy nuts either because they haven't calved this year yet. So, and they're 2 cows, they're not getting meal. The 2 calves here aren't getting meal either because we have no way to separate them other than throw them along in with them. But there and there, the two calves and the 2 cows are in that little pen sectioned off, so they're not getting anything. The only thing that's getting meal is these lot here, a full bucket. The Wainlands, a half a bucket, and the 3 bullocks there get a half a bucket to 3/4 of a bucket. We do give them meal twice a day, so we give them meal in the morning when we're feeding them in the morning, and we give them meal in the evening when we're feeding them in the evening. And these are sort of homemade troughs we made. Instead of trying to lug around a steel trough or an iron trough, which is quite heavy, twice a day we've made these, which is just made out of pipe, as you can see. I think they were a diameter 14-inch pipe or 16, and we just cut the pipe in half. They were obviously conjoint, them 2 were together, and we just sliced them in half. And then we got a bit of timber, but I think they were small chopped up bits of 9 by 2 timbers, which we just got a jigsaw saw and cut the round bit at the bottom. We also gave it a quick rub of the sand just to make it more smoother than what it was. And obviously there's one on each end on the 2 troughs. Anyways, we'll jump to the next day as I'm recording this video, to when we're actually going giving them their meal. So yeah.
Godspeed to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop. As we shout from the top, we're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Alright, so it's evening time. It's getting a little bit darker as I'm recording this clip. So I just want to explain what she's seen when I was giving these their meal. Obviously there was no silage on the ground at the time, so all I had to do was put the troughs down and give them their bucket of meal. But if there's silage on it and you have little hollows like this, I'd have to grab silage, fill up the hollows, and try and get the silage as level as possible so that I can throw the troughs on. Obviously you can just see there that one is at a slight slant, so I could have put another grape full of silage here, but it's alright. The other thing is the gate is normally clipped into here, but when I'm feeding the 3 bullocks here, I put the gate over this side and just have the owl lug here coming up here against the barrier. When I'm feeding the Wainlands, I do clip it into that slot right there, so that they're shoved up, and then the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole 6 of them then can come up and get their meal, because there's just not enough room, so we have to be moving that gate over and back, depending on which side we're feeding, because there just simply isn't enough room for them all to stick their heads out and get their little bit of meal. So yeah, so that's that. And obviously I didn't have, there's a bit of twine here to keep it pushed outwards, which I didn't fully secure when I was feeding. I don't know which ones I was feeding, but you could see that the gate sort of just flung back outwards. So yeah, that's why the gate flung or moved when I was feeding. I can't remember which side I was feeding, but it did fling because I didn't have the twine wrapped around the handle tight enough. So yeah. You might also be wondering what the lungen is. These 2 calves that were up here, with these 2 cows here, you know, they were in this pen with them 2 cows. We started to wean them off. We weaned them. We took them out off them a couple of days ago, and we're now feeding them meal. If we had enough of room, those 2 in there would be in along with these here. But again, room is an issue, and we've only started feeding them meal a couple of days, so they're a bit noisy at the moment for meal. But we're only feeding them meal once a day. So if we give them meal in the morning, they're not getting meal in the evening. If we don't give them meal in the morning, they're not going to get meal in the evening. So they're only getting meal once a day, just to quiet them down a small bit. So as I'm recording this, tomorrow morning I will show you what they get. They get 2 buckets. They get not 2 buckets, but two scoops in a bucket, and I pour the bucket then in here. I then open the gate outwards and clip the gate in here, and then they can they can then come out and eat the meal. And then when they're finished, all I have to do is open the gate and start closing it in on them, and they will they'll go back into their little pen there. And also they have their little barrel of silage there, and they have their little water trough here to get water as well. So yeah, tomorrow morning when I'm feeding, I'll record a couple of clips. I'll record a couple of clips of giving them their meal. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so you seen them get their meal. I opened up that gate, swung it around, latched it there. They came out and the trough was there. They eat their meal. When they're finished, I then go in this gate, open the gate, swing it back around. They're quiet enough now that they're nearly, maybe they are 2 weeks weaned off the cows now. You can swing around the gate. They'll see the gate coming and they'll just go back into their little pen there. Lovely and snuggly. So yeah, that's them fed. And you've seen the 3 bullocks get fed. You've seen the weanlings get fed. And you've seen the heifers get fed with meal and the routine of all that. So again, just to recap, they get a half a bucket. And I need to open that gate again. They get a good half a bucket to 3/4 full of a bucket, and they get a full bucket with the 2 troughs lying on the ground. And obviously with these, that gate is usually latched there. When I'm feeding the bullocks, I'll latch the gate over on this pole, and then when I'm feeding the weanlings, I latch the gate there on the girder so that there's enough room for them when they're being fed, and then there's enough room for these when they're being fed. And over here, when the 2 troughs are down, I start with the male over at the wall there, and I come over this way with the bucket, and then they're all sort of up that side. There's not many of them down this side. There might be one or two, so then I'll know where to stop. Where the last heifer is, that's where I'll stop. So I'm not going too close to them on the trough. So say this trough is the second trough going down there. The male might finish here on the trough, so that bit is empty. And also I'll have to stand sort of here. I'll have to hunt these back and stand here while they're eating their meal, because these cows will grab with their mouth, they'll grab the piece of wood here, and then they'll start pulling the trough to themselves, leaving then a gap in the middle between the two troughs, which is not what we want, because we want them to eat as much meal as they possibly can and to squeeze in to get the meal as they possibly can. Same with these lot, because obviously room is a bit of an issue. But the only reason that these, and they're all getting fed twice a day, so whatever buckets amount in a bucket, I told you they're getting that twice a day. These out here are getting 2 scoops. You've seen the yellow scoop, and they're getting it once a day. But as I'm recording this actual clip now, and as I recorded the clip of them eating the meal, they're actually now getting 2 buckets a day of 2 scoops of meal, and the male is 303. So yeah, we only started giving them meal sort of once a day because they were constantly lewing, and the cows were constantly lewing because they were being weaned off. So just to keep them quiet and happy, we started giving them just a bucket of meal a day, and that they'll get used of the meal as well, because when we did feed them meal at one point when they were sort of small calves, when they were in the little calf runway along the wall there, but they were mostly eating calf crunch, and we did try to wean them off the calf crunch and put them onto beef nuts or 303 nuts, but they weren't too inclined when they were small calves. So yeah, we only started giving them 1 bucket a day for a couple of days just to get them used to eating the meal, and now they're getting 2 buckets a day. So yeah, that's just a little update. That changed as I started making this video. So yeah, so every between the heifers, the weanlings and them weanlings, and the 3 bullocks, they're all getting 2 buckets, a bucket in the morning and a bucket in the evening. So I still have a bit of jobs to do. There's dung there and the silage should be put in, so that is going to be the indication that this is the end of today's video. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Take care.